Hey everyone. So if you've ever felt completely buried by the thousands of WordPress plugins out there, trust me, you are not alone. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and build the ultimate starter kit. These are the absolute core tools you need to make any website, whether it's a simple blog or a big online store, a success right from day one. I mean, that is just a staggering number, right? WordPress powers a massive chunk of the internet we use every day. So what really separates a basic, kind of mess site from a truly great one? It's all about the tools. See, the right plugins don't just add little features here and there. They completely transform your site into something that's fast, secure, and professional. They're literally the key to unlocking what it can really do. And yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? With so many options, where do you even start? It's a classic case of choice paralysis. But don't you worry, we are going to solve that for you right now by breaking it all down into one simple, essential toolkit. Okay, before we even dream about cool designs or getting tons of traffic, we have to talk about this number, over 4.7 million. That is how many WordPress sites get hacked every single year. It's a pretty sobering statistic, and it's exactly why our first set of tools is completely non-negotiable. First things first, we build the fortress. I mean it. Before you write a single blog post, before you upload your first product, you have to protect your hard work. Security and backups are the absolute foundation of any website that's built to last. Look, every single day, your site is a target. You've got automated bots constantly trying to guess your password. That's what a brute force attack is. You've got other nasty stuff trying to inject malware to steal data. This isn't about being paranoid, okay? It's just about being prepared. Security isn't an option, it's a necessity. And it's so important to understand that these are two totally different jobs. Think of a security plugin as your 24/7 digital security guard, actively patrolling the walls. But a backup plugin, that's your disaster insurance policy. If that guard somehow fails and the absolute worst happens, your backup is what lets you rebuild and get back online almost instantly. So a good security plugin isn't just one thing. It's a whole suite of tools. You're going to want a firewall to block threats before they even get to your site. You need malware scanning, and you absolutely, positively need two-factor authentication, or 2FA, to make your login basically unbreakable. The good news is, great free options like WordFence and Solid Security cover all these bases for you. Now, for that insurance policy, reliability is everything. You need automatic, scheduled backups, so you never ever forget. And, this is crucial, those backups have to be stored off-site, somewhere in the cloud. Saving them to Dropbox or Google Drive means that even if your entire web server melts down, your website is totally safe. Plugins like Updraft Plus and WP Vivid are pretty much the gold standard here. So your site is now a fortress. Awesome. But, a fortress that takes 10 seconds to open its gates is, well, it's useless. A slow website is like a beautiful store with a locked door. People are just going to turn around and leave. That's why, next up, we have to tackle speed. Come on, we've all been there, right? Staring at that spinning wheel of death. It is the ultimate business killer. A slow site doesn't just annoy people, it makes them leave. And guess what? Google sees this, and your search rankings can actually drop. Speed isn't just a feature, it is the user experience. So how do we get that speed? Well, the single most effective tool is something called caching. The easiest way to think about it is like your website's short-term memory. Instead of building a page from scratch every single time a visitor shows up, caching serves them a pre-built, ready-to-go version. It's like giving everyone a VIP fast pass to your content. But caching is really just pillar one. For maximum speed, you need two more. First, image optimization. This shrinks your image files way down without losing quality. And second, code minification, which is like a spring cleaning for your website's code, just tidying it up to make it smaller and faster. Put these three pillars together, and your site will absolutely fly. Now, when it comes to performance plugins, you've got some amazing options. WP Rocket is a fantastic premium choice that's famous for being super powerful but also really simple to use. On the free side, Lightspeed Cache is an absolute powerhouse if your web host supports it, and WP Super Cache is a trusted, reliable old workhorse that just gets the job done on any server. All right, so your site is now a secure, high-speed fortress. Perfect. But a fortress with no visitors is just a monument, right? It's time to open the gates and actually invite people in. And this is where our growth toolkit comes into play, starting with SEO. Okay, let's be really clear about this. An SEO plugin will not magically put you at #1 on Google. That's not its job. Its job is to be your translator. It takes all your great content and structures it perfectly so that search engines like Google can understand exactly what your page is about. It helps you speak their language flawlessly. In the SEO world, you've really got three main players. Yoast SEO is kind of the original giant, famous for being really easy to use. Rank Math is the powerful new challenger, offering a ton of pro-level features for free. And SEO Press is a fantastic, lightweight alternative that really focuses on performance. Honestly, any of these will handle the essentials like your titles, descriptions, and sitemaps perfectly. Getting traffic to your site is only half the battle. Now, you need to understand who these visitors actually are. What pages do they love? Where are they coming from? Answering these questions with analytics is how you turn random guesswork into a really smart growth strategy. So you have two main ways to go here. If you want the most powerful data possible, Google's own Site Kit is a must-have. It pulls everything from analytics to Search Console right into your dashboard. But if privacy and simplicity are your top priorities, a plugin like Independent Analytics is a brilliant choice. It's super lightweight, it respects user privacy, and it gives you the core stats you need totally hassle-free. Okay, with all those foundations in place, it's time for the fun part, focusing on the user experience. This is all about how we shape what people see and do on our site, turning them from just passive viewers into active customers and fans. So if you want to craft a unique design without having to write a single line of code, a page builder is your secret weapon. Elementor is the undisputed leader here, giving you a complete drag-and-drop visual canvas. Now, if you'd rather work within the standard WordPress editor, a Gutenberg block plugin is an awesome alternative. It just adds powerful new design blocks and layout options while keeping your site really lean and fast. But a beautiful site needs a way to talk to people, right? Every website needs a bridge to its audience, and that bridge is the contact form. Whether it's for a simple question, a detailed survey, or a new client wanting to work with you, forms are how you open the door to that conversation. And finally, let's talk about the utilities. These are the small tools that make a huge difference in your day-to-day. They're not flashy, but they are absolute secret weapons for efficiency that will save you so much time in the long run. Instead of cluttering up your site with a dozen tiny little plugins that each do one thing, a multi-tool is a total game changer. Something like admin and site enhancements basically acts like a Swiss Army knife for WordPress. It lets you do things like duplicate a page with one click, or replace a media file everywhere in your site instantly, and it lets you clean up your admin dashboard. It's just a huge time saver. Okay, here is a super critical detail that most people miss. By default, WordPress is terrible at sending email. I mean, really bad. Your most important notifications, like a new contact form message or a password reset, can easily go straight to the spam folder. An SMTP plugin, like the essential WP Mail SMTP, solves this completely by using a professional mail server to guarantee your emails actually get delivered every single time. So at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, are you giving your website the tools it really needs to succeed? Your site is your digital storefront. It's your global portfolio. It's your voice to the entire world. By putting these essential plugins in place for security, for speed, for growth, and for experience, you're not just building a website. You're building a real foundation for